All right, what's up, folks? Welcome to another wonderful episode of Batman Radio. That's right. Well, like I said, man, it's bar for bar fitness all day. That's first of all. I'm the CEO of it, and we're gonna build, man. You know what I mean? Oh man, that's so cool. Wow, that's super cool. But yeah, we're gonna be building. I don't know what other people spend their time doing today. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, but I'm gonna get on it early, at least for a little bit here, and everything I'm doing is just going to be focused on this. I'm not really focused on anything else. Just focused on building nonstop. You know, that's just the truth. That's where I'm at with it. Really don't have a choice, man. You know what I mean? But that's my whole point. Like I said, like get as far as the people you talk to for no reason and how you spend your time. And I want to spend my time being productive. You know what I mean? Um, like I said, I developed and built all this. I have the ability to teach all over the world and the planet a lot of different things, a lot of different knowledge, a lot of different components. But especially when it comes to this calisthenic stuff, man, or strength and spiritual strength, that's what we do, man. We build in mind, body, and spirit and the soul. You know what I mean? It's just different. You know what I mean? And I have all the results to speak for it. That's the thing. Like, I hope folks really understand I'm really the CEO, bro. Yeah, all my companies. Like I said, I keep them all ideas. You understand? That's the smart way to do it. So, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know. It just is what it is, you know. But where there's a will, there's a way. And like I said, I've done pretty much everything through pure willpower every day, you know. And I have a lot more willpower than probably anybody and more than most, that's for sure. So the way I look at it, I mean, I have no other choice but to succeed, man. I have no other choice but to win, and that's what I plan to keep doing because I've been winning. Hold up, but that's where we direct our efforts and time and energy every day, just trying to build and expand. Like I said, I ran the Batman project out of my own pocket for 3 years. 3 year anniversary is coming up right around the corner here, and I need folks to get on board, man. That's all. I need folks to get on board and want to be a part of this and what I'm building. And I don't really know what else to tell people. Just that simple. And that's why I'm all about self-preservation. You know, I really want to be a life coach, man. You know what I mean? I think that I think it's everything that I should be doing. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, let's just do it, man. I'm gonna fix it right now. Hold up. We're just gonna do it. All right. Hold up. Should still be able to hear me. I'm just fixing this. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna be what we on. Let's do it. Let's take it seriously. So, that being said, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna direct all my attention towards life coaching. I guess God put that on my mind, and you know, we're still going to be working on everything else and doing the same stuff, but I really want to take it a little bit different direction. And I need clients, man. I need customers. You know what I mean? I need people that actually want to learn from me, that I can help. It's what I'm good at. Like I said, we offer customized videos for 25 bucks. Everything is e-commerce and business over here. You know, these folks that see me succeed and capitalize for forever, for not just years but decades, and I did it all myself. And that's just the part that I find ironic and kind of funny, because, well, nobody else did it by themselves, and they haven't come close to me and what I've accomplished. You know what I mean? Um, but that's what I want to do, life coaching. I want to work with clients and people to help them out of different situations, because I've been there and I've been through a lot. And I don't know, it's what I just think, I just know I'd be perfect for it. You know what I mean? I could really help people, and that's what I like to do. And I think it's part of my calling and my purpose. You know what I mean? So we are going to give it a try. You know what I mean? But you know, like I said, that's the thing. Like, I lead by example. You know what I'm saying? I lead by example. And like I said, if you're going to be a life coach and you're going to be good at it, you're going to need to have a lot of life experience. You understand? It's just that simple. And if you don't, what are you going to be able to teach? You know, you got to really pay attention, man, to the economy, the dichotomy, and the environment, especially online and all over the country and the world. It's all pretty self-explanatory. And look at everything that's happened and transpired, even behind this career and this network, and even just getting on here, and coming onto YouTube and doing what we do. There's a lot that's happened, and with as much as I've endured and been through, for me to, you know, have come this far is absolutely impossible and incredible. And again, I give all credit and glory to God. But people don't understand, like, I'm good, you know? And that really should have been, I mean, like I said, it's just impossible odds, you know? And that's the thing. A lot of other folks everywhere, they're going through it. They're caught up in different situations, right? Everything is falling apart. And me, I'm good. I just keep on trucking, and they use the same comparison, one of the readings and downloads that I used with the tortoise and the hare. I told y'all, I'm like the tortoise. Like, I'm taking my sweet time in this race, and the hare's running around and talking crazy, but I keep winning, and I'm moving at a steady pace. I'm not in a rush. That's what folks don't understand. Like, that's why I know it's not the right move for me to try to just venture out. And, I've taken plenty of chances and plenty of risks, but it's not in my conducive interest. 36, man, I'm going to be 40 in 4 years. It's not like I don't have it in me. I always got it in me, but I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I put a lot into this Batman project over the course of 3 years. I could catch up, or I'm sure I'd have the energy and stuff too for it, but that's the thing. If I just take a chance and just go out and venture out, it's not going to work, man. I just know it's not going to work. You know what I mean? And like I said, People don't understand how hard I've had it. I've had it really, really hard time. I just make it look easy. And that's why I'm so strong, like I said. And there was nights all the time I had to walk all night, nowhere to go, up there in Green Bay where it was super cold, out walking all night, nowhere to go, having to stay up all night. I remember all those moments, man. I walked around Kansas City all night, you know, in the cold. Like, y'all remember that? Because I do. And I'm sure they do. You know what I mean? And it really had nothing to do with me. None of this did. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. Like, it's just clear as day what it is, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, folks is in their feelings. I've been in their feelings for a long time. So clearly, I'm shining and I'm doing everything right, right? And that's the thing with me. Like, me, I just want a break. I want a vacation. I'm tired. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of, juggling everything on my own by myself. I'm just tired. Tired, things being so difficult and so hard and impossible. Every little thing. Like, I just want like a new situation. I want new beginnings. I want a new environment. I want it where things are easier for me because I deserve it, you know. And I look at it like training. I look at it like it just is what it is. And don't get me wrong, it's a great situation. You know what I mean? It's Gucci. It's great. It's excellent, actually. And I'm ahead of pretty much the whole nation and the planet, right? Like, I'm in a good situation. And that's the thing. Like, I've come to realize that even just talking to you and explaining it, like, I'm really grateful, man. I'm thankful for what I have. And that's the thing about life. Like, at some point, you got to realize how good you have it. You know, this is why I'm a natural born life coach. Seriously. Everything I say is serious, man. People know that. You know what I mean? But that's why, because I can actually teach you what matters, because gratitude is the name of the game. Gratitude is how you reach alignment. If you're not grateful and express and have real gratitude, how are you going to get blessed? See what I'm saying? That's why you can tell by folks' behavior and the way they act and the things they say and do that, they don't appreciate anything, and self-appreciation is like one of the most important things and goes a long way, you know, in my opinion. So I'm just saying, like, it all depends on how people want to do things, and people make their own decisions, of course. But me personally, I'm in the business of making conducive, solid decisions that are going to help me. You know what I mean? You see, like, fitness wise, I'm on a whole different level. So I could definitely teach that. Hello, let me turn this on so y'all can see me. Holler at your boy, like I said, CEO, best looking man in the world, looking better than Brad Pitt, baby. That's right. I know these folks and their feelings. That's right. They stay in their feelings, right? Oh, I loved it. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, you got to be grateful for what you do have. You know what I mean? That's the only way that you're gonna get blessed, right? Spinning. That's the only way you're gonna get blessed. You got to be grateful for what you have, right? Look at them muscles. Like, I get paid for these muscles, boy. Look at it. Look at it, boy. I get paid for these muscles. Look. See, that's the way your life coach got to look. Swole. Real talk. Big swole. Talking about God. Right? 'Cause without God, what can we really do? What's the truth? I mean, you could try to do what you can off the, human strength, but that ain't enough. That's what folks don't get. My strength comes from God. You feel me? It's real. That's what I'm saying. Like, all these folks on this network, man, you look up to me, homie. You admire me, homie. I'm what you want to be, homie. You understand what you mean? Huh? Yeah, you can see it's real. Right. Every day we can see it's real. Every day we see what it is. You feel me? I love it, man. You know what I mean? That's why for me, if I can, I want to get more on point where I get back in a, more normal routine. I'm good. Everything is a canvas for me now. My life beautiful. My life Gucci and gorgeous. Why? Because I make good decisions. You know how many real situations I've been in? You know how much real stuff I've been in? More than anyone you know, I'll tell you that. I'm just saying, bro, look at this, man. I want to keep acting with me, man. Look at this, bro. Look, this is what hard work gets you. You understand? What is they talking about? Folks want to be me. You want to be me. It's that simple, plain and simple, boy. It's real. You understand? And this is what I do. I come in like a shining star and change everything. I'm the name of the game. You understand? The whole essence is in my soul. It all come from me. It's all within. Feel me? And that's what I'm trying to teach you. I'm trying to teach folks how to go within like God taught me. I'm trying to teach y'all divine knowledge. But game is to be sold, not told. It ain't free. That's why we need clients. Because folks need to pay me. Feel me? The game is to be sold, not told, honey. What are you talking about? Man, these little homies wish they looked like me, bro. All of them. They wish they looked like me. What you mean the symbol of YouTube? The only symbol of YouTube right here. Look at me. You serious? You know what I mean? Talk about flaws. I don't have any flaws. I got fangs though. I don't have flaws. What do you mean? Look at what I survived. The impossible. Yeah, I'm proud as hell. That's what I'm saying. When folks have a conversation, have it on an even playing field where I can respond, where it's real. I don't feel no way but good about myself. I love me. I love being me. Real talk. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Ever. You know what I mean? How other folks feel about themselves, well, that's on you. You feel how you want. Look at your boy. Look, y'all talk about 50 Cent. 50 Cent, I'm a lot stronger than. We talking about I'm more ripped, I'm bigger, I'm stronger. Like, this is real. What are you talking about? That's what happened every time I do a couple of push-ups. What did I do, like 80 the other day? Just barely getting started. 530 on my wrist, got you pissed. Right? Mental rights, oil royalties, billions in equity. Full access to buildings cost billions of dollars. Mansion in a state over 2,000 in jewelry. 530 on my wrist, got you pissed. My own car lot, I pay over $100 for it every month. I want to act like it's easy. It ain't easy. This costs millions of dollars. Everything I built and got. That's why I'm doing well. And my hair growing out too. Look at it. It's beautiful. You understand? I'm the icon. I'm the symbol. You understand how you're going to be a symbol and just barely getting started? You know how long it's going to take you to make some real digital money? Come on, man. That's what they do. Y'all can help whoever. You know, spend the little money you do got for free, right? And try to help them because they need your help. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, I've been needing financial support, not help, this entire time, right? And I'm who actually need it and can do a lot more with it. If you want to waste your money, go right ahead. Because we know them folks don't know how to build right. We know them folks don't know how to build nothing. We know they don't look like this. We know they ain't the real man. It looks like he was created and chiseled by the gods. Why don't you get real? Huh? Yeah. It's that type of morning. It's that type of morning, boss. Motivational speaker, baby. What you mean? Huh? Real life coach. I told you this is not Coach Eli Walker without a purpose. Better stop it. Y'all boys better stop it. That kind of morning. We're going to get to the business. We're going to get to the bread. We're going to get to the bag and get to the paper. Like always. What you mean? That's what I'm saying. I love it, man. Folks is phased. You know what I mean? It'd be funny as hell to me, man. You know, the difference is I ain't posing and I ain't pretending, right? I'm not wearing hockey pads, right? It's different. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm here to teach people. I'm here to work with everybody. God said, love your enemies. I try my best. It'd be hard as hell, but I try. I really do try, though. I'm not playing. I be trying. I try to show them love. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. See, folks don't get I'm a real dude, man. I'm real as they come. So, if God didn't let go of me and keeps working with me, that's what you need to learn from. Because you could take one look at me and see it's real. That's the difference. You understand? This is real. See, that's the thing. Folks want to pretend like, nah, I have rules to follow. And I always did, but I wasn't so aware of them. And now I am. And, that comes with age and discernment and what God taught me. Right. So I just make better, more calm, conscious, productive decisions. You understand? I ain't any less gangster. I just got smart. You feel me? That's the difference. I'm the same individual. You feel me? Like I said, you see me built this whole project out my own pocket, ran it for 3 years, built my own bat suits, trying to teach myself mechanical engineering. The bulletproof vest I wear alone was a level 3 hard plate. It cost me over 10 grand, $10,000, 10 G's. Wear that on me most of the time. I could wear it without the cape, right? I could just wear it like 50 Cent if I want. I rap, I make music, right? I'm real. Like, that's what I come from. I came out of a lot. So that's what I'm saying. When you go different places or you talk to different people, if it's on the internet, folks like to front and pretend. That's cute. But meanwhile, I'm the real deal. So it's the way they portrayed 50 Cent, but I'm really living the real thing. And most of that, in my opinion, is made up nonsense and lies. You know what I mean? And come on, man. All that Hollywood stuff is a lie. They all sold they sold. So what you talking about? People act like anything going on right now is a surprise. Is it a surprise that you keep enabling weak behavior and narcissistic behavior? Is it a surprise that you give these other groups excuses every day? They have everything handed to them on a silver platter and still can't build nothing. Is it a surprise that you're hiding online, typing nonsense? What's the point? I'm out here proving my point. I'm out here almost every day. I went all through 6th Street proving my point. I worked in the bars proving my point. Yeah, I talked what I talked online and then came on the block like, yo, what up? It was a little bit different. Right? Because I backed it up. I talk a lot, but I back it up. That's the difference. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? These regular folks, regular little homies, bro, you don't come from this walk, man. You understand? See, that's the thing. They want to keep pretending. Oh, I don't know what I'm looking at. You know exactly what you're seeing. A straight gangster and a Jeep. Boy, stop playing. Stop it. You understand? Y'all know about this. You don't really know. You don't know much of nothing, but you know about me. Everybody do. That's why it'd be funny, right? That's what I'm saying, man. Folks be funny to me. Look how beautiful your boy is. I'm an angel. Look at me. Can't be serious, man. Folks being they feelings. Yeah, because I'm God's favorite for real. Don't be mad at the gifts God gave me. I'm the truth, that's why you me. No matter what you do, you can't fade me. If you love me, why you running? I love it, man. You know what I mean? Can you imagine being mad at somebody because they beautiful? That's some internet stuff, man. People don't act like that in reality. That's why, like I said, when they come around in reality, they know what it is. Yeah, that's why I ain't got time for nothing that ain't real energy, man. Make sure when you talking to me, you bring a reality. You feel me? That's all. You know what I mean? Ain't no problem. It's just what it is. That's just how it works. You understand? It ain't never gonna change neither. You know what I mean? Ever. So, like I said, we gonna keep on winning. We gonna keep on making our little dough, stacking bread, right? I ain't worried about nobody and nothing, man. You understand? That's what folks do. Everywhere you go, they front. They want to look and stare and this and that and blah, blah, blah. I run everything here. All of it. Run every block. Put in work to run every block. Does it look like I'm playing? Look at me. You understand? Y'all talk about 50 Cent. Like I said, he ain't even close. You know what I mean? He don't come out here. None of these celebrities come out here. Right? because they ain't real. Why don't we just say the truth and move on? You know what I mean? Brother, like I said, I run Atlanta too. There's a lot of places I run. I've been doing this for a minute. Real gangster. You know what I mean? The original mob. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. It's just different. You know what I mean? When I come through, when I touch down, it's different. We move different. Feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Like, me, I could care less what people tell themselves, man. Folks don't want to give you no credit for nothing. You know, we need to stop normalizing that other stuff and that other weird energy, right? And start normalizing being positive. You feel me? Like I said, I'm doing this life coaching. I'm going to take it seriously and I'm going to do it now. And like I said, I need clients. You need help, you need advice, you come to me. Like I said, what? We'll do probably 25 to 50 bucks for a 30-minute session. And for an hour, probably like what? Like 75 to 100 bucks. We can negotiate a little bit. Like, I'm a good dude. I try to help people. You feel me? But like I said, we need clients. I got to get this moving. You understand? Bar for bar fitness is already completely solidified. That's what I'm doing, building different businesses. So that's the thing. I just want to go a different direction and build another business and work on a new project. But it's hard because I got, limited options right now. That's why I know God got to move me and give me a better situation. And it ain't even about being better, just a new situation on top of what I already got. I ain't losing nothing. Well, I got everything, but I'm going to build more with God because that's what has to happen. What are they doing, man? So, yeah, like I said, that's the whole point, man. We got a society that's self absorbed, right? It's always games and antics and theatrics. Like I said, there's no point to it. It's a waste of your time and mine. You know what I mean? Like I said, y'all folks want to talk about jobs. You supposed to not be working at this point. You supposed to be independent like me. What you mean? If I work, it's by choice. Then this is extra money and that's extra money. What you talking about? We already self-sufficient. I want to talk about jobs, but we nowhere near middle America where I can actually work. You know what I mean? It's the same thing everywhere. You see folks losing their jobs all the time. If you exhibit any freedom and you have an opinion and say the truth, right? Every time, folks be going through it, losing their job. Like, man, I don't want to deal with that nonsense. I'm glad that this is my job. Let me say that. I'm glad that I can do this and work anywhere. Now I just got to get the show on the road somehow and get me some money on top of it. That's why it'd be so funny because these folks, like I said, they parents provide for everything. They paying they college tuition, paying for their vehicles. They don't know what it's like to work a hard day ever. You know what I mean? They all want to talk behind your back. Like, I ain't got time for it. I could care less. We are not the same. It's just that simple. And it's clear as day that we're not the same. You know what I mean? Because if we were the same, well, you probably know it by now, right? You probably know it at this point. All right. We'll be back in a minute, man. Much love.